Okay, you love restorative yoga and you're ready to jump in, get the gear of the sport, or of course in yoga, it's our props. Or maybe you're just kind of interested and you're wondering what it would take to get into a restorative yoga practice. That's what I'm sharing with you here today. I'm gonna tell you all of my recommendations. These are things that I use in my personal practice. These are things that I use at the studio, and also things that I use when I do workshops for bigger groups. So I've got it all for you. What exactly you're gonna need. We're gonna talk about the brands, we're gonna talk about the prices, and where you can get them. So you can grab a pen, or I will also put the notes down in the description so you can look it up there afterwards. If this isn't exactly what you were looking for, if you were hoping to find some ideas for props that you can use when you're at home and you're not quite ready to invest yet, I've got you covered there too. That's in another video, and I will link to that one at the end. Let's dive in. We're gonna start with the king of our props, or we'll call it the queen. This is the yoga bolster. So I have two favorite bolsters. This one is the Hugger Mugger bolster, and as far as bolsters go, Hugger Mugger is probably the most, is probably the top of the line, what most people really like in their practice. It's a beautiful bolster. You can see that. These come in solid colors. They come in these beautiful colors. This is a high-end bolster. It's about $85 for a bolster, and then if you want to get a pattern like this, you're going to pay about $12 more than you would for the plain one. So this is a nice bolster. You can see it's a nice size. It's a really firm bolster. It's actually not my favorite. It makes me happy when I see it because it's beautiful and I use it sometimes. But my favorite bolster that I use probably 90% of the time in my home practice is this bolster from Yoga Direct. And this is actually the bolster that I use. We have these at the studio and for workshops and things. They're about the same size. It's just a couple inches shorter. It's a little bit thicker, but the reason I love it so much, well, there's a couple of reasons. First of all, the price. This one's only about $39, so that's quite a bit better. But also you can see it's just really soft. It's still firm. You want something firm, but it's just really soft. And so when you go to lay on it, you just can kind of cush into it, where this one's really firm. So if sometimes if I have a student who's really stiff, then they prefer this one. But most people, I think, really like this bolster. So that's Yoga Direct. You can buy it from Yoga Direct, but Amazon also has it for the exact same price. I just looked it up, and usually they do. At Yoga Direct, it's about $15 for shipping. On Amazon, it's free shipping. So go there. They have these in all different colors also. So that's the bolster. The next thing we'll need are blocks. Blocks, for me, are pretty generic. So Hugger Mugger has really nice blocks. They're about $17. They have a really nice feel. I use these. These are just Guyam blocks, very basic. Amazon has these for about $13 for the 2-pack. I actually got mine at TJ Maxx. I was in there one day and they had them for $5 a piece. Walmart also has blocks that are $5 a piece. They're not super fancy. They're like gray. But I don't worry a whole lot. We're not putting a lot of pressure on them. We're using them to support us, to put them under our legs, things like that. So just some inexpensive blocks would be great. I don't prefer the cork blocks, especially for restorative, because they're heavy. And so these are a lot easier to get around. All right, the next thing you might want, let's go to blankets. Blankets are actually my second favorite props. It's probably the prop I use the very most are blankets. There are yoga blankets that you can buy. Amazon has yoga blankets for about $20. They look like the Indian blankets with all the different colors. What I use, because it's less expensive and because I use so many blankets, is I just went to the fabric store. This is fleece. I bought, it's 64-inch fleece, and I had them cut it, or maybe I bought it. I bought like bolts of this when it went on sale when they had a 50% off coupon, and then I cut it into 1.5 yards. So that's this blanket. So that makes it about 64 inches by 54 inches. If you buy a yoga blanket, they're a little bit longer. They're maybe 10 or 12 inches longer, so that can be nice. And I would recommend you get 3. You're gonna want at least 3. And you can use blankets you have around your house too, so just go see. So about that size, 64 to 54 inches. And not too thin, not too thick. You just don't want like this huge blanket that you're hauling around. And it's really nice if all 3 of your blankets can be the same size, so that if you're propping the left side, you're propping the right side, then it just feels really good. You wanna feel even. Next we have, let's go to the strap. Next we have a strap. I don't use a strap a whole time. Well, we use it enough. Straps are inexpensive. This strap, trying to remember how much. I got this at Walmart, I think for $4. Super cheap. Again, Hugger Mugger, they just have really nice things. Their straps, I think, are about $12, and they just have a really nice feel. So if you're really into textures and colors, they have some really pretty light colored ones, then Hugger Mugger might be the way to go. But for $4, I use the Walmart strap. And then the last item is the eye pillow. You're gonna want an eye pillow, something to put over your eyes. This is a Yoga Direct one, and again, I got these on Amazon. This one I really like. So sometimes you can get them scented or unscented. This is unscented. It's filled with flaxseed. And the thing I love about this one is that it has a washable cover. So it just kind of unfolds, kind of like, I don't know, just kind of unfolds here. You can take the center out so that you can wash the cover. And sometimes I'll put a little drop of essential oil or something on there, and then you can wash it. Another thing you can use, if you don't like that pressure, I don't like a lot of pressure, so make sure you don't get anything too heavy. You might just want to use a washcloth. I often use this in my practice. And this is a microfiber washcloth because the microfiber is so soft and feels so good on the eyes. I think these were about $8 a piece for these. Okay, I think we covered everything. So good luck. Like I said, I'll have the notes below. And if you're ready to jump in and do this, make sure that you just subscribe to this channel so that you can come back and do lots of practices with me. Till next time.